news.
Mr. Winslow, so good of you to see me.
How do you do?
You're surprised to see a lady reporter. I know. Everybody is. And yet, why not? What could be more natural?
What indeed? Pray sit down.
My paper usually sends me out on stories which have a special appeal to women. Something with a little heart, you know, like this one. A father's fight to save his little boy's honor.
I venture to think that this case has rather wider implications than that.
Oh yes, the political angle. I know. Very interesting. But not quite my line of country. Now, what I'd really like to do is get a nice picture of you and your little boy together. My assistant and camera in the hall. Where is your little boy?
My son is arriving from school in a few minutes. His mother has gone to the station to meet him.
From school? How interesting. So you got a school to take him? I mean, they didn't mind the unpleasantness?
No.
And why is he coming back this time?
He hasn't been expelled again, if that is what you're implying. He's coming to London to be examined by Sir Robert Morton, whom we are hoping to brief.
Sir Robert Morton. Well.
Exactly.
But do you really think he'll take a little case like this?
This is not a little case, madam.
No, of course not. But still, Sir Robert Morton.
I understand that he is the best advocate in the country. He is certainly the most expensive.
Oh yes, I suppose if one is prepared to pay his fee, one can get him for almost any case.
Once more, madam, this is not almost any case.
No, of course not. Well, now, perhaps you wouldn't mind giving me a few details. When did it all start?
9 months ago. The first I knew of the charge was when my son arrived home with a letter from the Admiralty informing me of his expulsion. I telephoned Osborne to protest and was referred by them to the Lords of the Admiralty. My solicitors then took the case up and demanded of the Admiralty the fullest possible inquiry. For weeks we were ignored, then met with a blank refusal, and only finally got a reluctant permission to view the evidence.
Really?
My solicitors decided that the evidence was highly unsatisfactory and fully justified the reopening of proceedings. We applied to the Admiralty for a court-martial. They ignored us. We applied for a civil trial. They ignored us again.
They ignored you?
Yes. But after tremendous pressure had been brought to bear, letters to the paper, questions in the House, and other means open to private citizens of this country, the Admiralty eventually agreed to what they called an independent inquiry.
Oh, good.
It was not good, madam. At that inquiry, conducted by the Judge Advocate of the Fleet, against whom I am saying nothing, mind, my son, a child of 14, was not represented by counsel, solicitors, or friends. What do you think of that?
Fancy.
You may well say fancy.
And what happened at the inquiry?
What do you think happened? Inevitably, he was found guilty again, and thus branded for the second time before the world as a thief and a forger.
What shame.
You may well know that I am not prepared to let the matter rest here. I intend to use every weapon and every power at my disposal to correct this monstrous injustice. Now, I happen to have a plan.
What charming curtains! What are they made of?
Madam, I have no idea.
Do I hear the little chap himself?
Hello, Father.
Hello, Ronnie.
I say, Mr. Moore says we can come back until Monday. That gives me 3 whole days.
On Monday. Sorry, Father. How are you, Ronnie?
Oh, I'm not sick at all. Mother says I've grown an inch.
Now that's exactly the way I'd like to take my picture. Would you hold it there, Mr. Winslow? Fred! Can you come in now?
Afternoon all.
That's the pose I suggest.
Yes. It'll do.
Grace, this lady is from the Daily News. She's extremely interested in your curtains.
Oh, really? Oh, how nice.
Yes, indeed. I was wondering, what are they made of?
Well, they're an entirely new material, I don't know what it's called, but I got them in Barker's last year. Apparently, it's a mixture of...
Just a second. I'm afraid my shorthand isn't very good. I must just get that down.
Father, are you going to be in the Daily? If we can hear so.
Oh, good. They should have done it in the library, and everyone's bound to see it.
Quite still, please. All right, Miss Barnes?
Oh, yes, thank you, Fred. Well, goodbye, Mr. Winslow. The very best in your inspiring fight. Goodbye, little chap. Remember, the darkest hour is just before the dawn. Well, Mrs. Winslow, it was very good of you to tell us all that. I'm sure our readers will be most interested.
What she's talking about? The case, I imagine, you prefer. The case.